Marlins have won 2 in a row. They're back above 500 at 68 and 67. Can they make it 3 in a row for the first time since the middle of August here today?
The Marlins able to pick up a game in the wild card standings. 2 out right now. The Reds in front, but the Giants and Diamondbacks are even. It is going to be a fun last few weeks.
All right, great start. 27th start for Trevor Williams. 6-8, 4.82 ERA. Look at the strikeouts. Next one is going to be number 100. The home runs. That's been really the killer on him this year.
Here's Jake Burger for the Marlins. He's 1 for 8 in this series. He homered on Thursday night.
And that is hit well out toward left. Jake Burger. Solo homer here in the first inning. 1-0 Marlins.
Woo! What a swing by Burger. Staying on that heater, and that's what we talk about. Not trying to do too much. A 2-strike pitch, 0-2 count, gets a fastball up in the zone and gets the Marlins on the board.
Up the middle, knocked down by Williams, and it dives behind the mound. It'll be an infield single for Jazz to keep the inning alive.
It's really nice to see this Marlins offense get going again.
Base hit through the left side for De La Cruz. And the Marlins, after the 2-out home run, now have 2 men on base.
And De La Cruz gets a sinker down and in. Stays on this baseball, just hits it right into that 6-hole. And that's kind of the thought process that you have against Trevor Williams. You want to be patient with him, but you want to also stay inside that ball.
Upstairs with the heater. 100 strikeouts and 132 innings. And his day is underway. Cueto back off the IL for the first time in about 3 weeks. Was dealing with a viral infection. Last saw him on August 15th at home. 5 1/3, 7 hits. A bouncing ball to Burger. Near shortstop, but makes the play. And there's one away. Popped up near second, and it is Edwards to put it away. A couple of quick outs here for Cueto. And that might be somewhat important as the day goes along. I don't know if he'll get 2 outs on every 4 pitches he throws. A hesitation shimmy, and then the slider for the strikeout.
3 up and 3 down. Marlins lead 1-0 as we go to the second today.
1 away here in the top of inning number 2.
Here comes Xavier Edwards.
Well, on the season as a whole, too, hitting .286.
Base hit for Edwards into right field. He takes a turn, and he's heading for second base, and he'll get there with a hustle double. Busting it out of the box and into scoring position with 1 out.
Really nice AB by Edwards. Gets an elevated fastball, and we talked about it. No hesitation, going all the way. Thomas actually kind of bobbles that ball in his hands, giving enough time for Edwards to get to second. Double right off of the bat.
The leadoff batter, Luis Ariz.
Edwards off of second base, and that is a fair ball. A little closer to 200. Hits that wall, and Edwards is going to come in and score before the tag at second base.
That ball hit off the sidewall down the right field line. Xavier Edwards does indeed score on the play. It just clipped the sidewall. A perfect carom to Lane Thomas in right field. Here in the top of the second inning, they lead 2-0.
Keyboom is the first base runner of the day as he reaches via the base on balls, and it'll bring up the second baseman, Jake Alou.
And the 2-2. That's a fair ball off of Ariz. It had some hooking action to it. Luis Ariz felt he had to go after it. Can't play umpire. And Jake Alou will have the Nats' first knock.
And we talk about the catchers, we talk about the hitters. It's also tough for an infielder. This goes right off the glove.
And Riley will serve one with authority out to right center. That ball is going to hit at the base of the wall. Keyboom comes around to score. Alou to third. And the Nats are on the board as Riley Adams shakes off a tough call and jacks one to the scoreboard.
Another Riley rocket, but this was all set up by that pitch.
Or it's a walk to Dom Smith, and it loads the bases for Jacob Young.
Bouncing ball up the middle. That's 1, and that's 2.
And that's an inning-ending double play. Perfect pitch, perfect execution by Johnny Cueto.
2-1 Marlins, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd.
Fly ball deep to left, and going back and going out for another home run for Jake Burger. His 2nd of the day, and number 30 this year.
That mustache is staying. He has been hitting the cover off the baseball since he's changed to that mustache.
Chisholm is at third. De La Cruz is at first base. That'll bring up Jesus Sanchez. He struck out swinging back in the first.
This one hit well out toward deep left center field and going into the Marlins bullpen. Another home run. 3-run shot, Jesus Sanchez.
Well, we've talked about it in the open, stringing together hits. That's exactly what the Marlins have done in this inning. On a changeup, stays back, drives it into the Marlins bullpen. Boy, what a big 3-run shot.
Runners at first and third.
He'll get De La Cruz now with 2 outs.
This one is hit well out toward left, and it's going to go over the Marlins bullpen. Their 4th homer today. Another 3-run shot to blow it open.
The Marlins have themselves a 9-1 lead.
The Marlins are starting to erupt with their bats.
Here is Dominic Smith. He walked in the second inning.
Oh, loud sound on a high fly ball out to right center. Chisholm approaching. See you later. Dominic Smith, 7th of the year, to one of the deepest parts of this yard.
That is staying behind it and staying tall for Tom Smith. Love it right there. Fastball in, 102 off the bat.
Now the Marlins 9 of the Nationals 2. Last of the 6th inning here at Nationals Park. Lane Thomas leads off for the Nationals.
And he will launch one to left.
Yeah.
High drive, staying fair. See you later. Lane Thomas, 2nd of the series, number 22.
Go down and get you some right here, Lane. 99 off the bat. We talk about the carry so far today. This is one of the liveliest days we've seen at the ballpark this year.
It's the Marlins 9 of the Nationals 3 as Brian De La Cruz leads off.
And then this line drive gets down, a base hit. 4 hits for De La Cruz today, matching a career high, the 5th of his career. And then a base hit into right. So a multi-hit game, and it gets by Lane Thomas in right field. Both runners move up an extra 90 feet, so 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
Then Lane Thomas kind of looks like he takes his eye off the ball just a little bit, and it gets by him.
Out toward right center field, dealing with the son. Thomas makes the catch, fires toward 2nd. Ball gets through. A run scores, a sac fly for Garrett Hampson, and the Marlins into double digits. It's 10-3.
It's 3 hits and a run scored for the Marlins here in the 7th inning.
Runners at first and third, 2 out.
Left center and down for a base hit as he hobbles his way to first base with an RBI single. His 7th 4-hit game of the year, and it's 11-3 Marlins.
Drew Millis steps in to pinch hit here. Hit on the left side and through for a base hit. Millis speeding around first. And they will collect that baseball right there as Drew Millis gets his first career hit in the major leagues.
Yeah. And being handed the ball by Luis Ariz, pats him on the chest and handed him the ball. Jake Alou will come up now, 2nd baseman. On base hit his first time up.
Got it, baby.
Jake Alou. 4 really good at bats today. He's going to round the bag hard. Sanchez will get it back in with a bullet to 2nd. And Jake Alou, 4 right on the sweet spot today.
Washington Nationals are down to their final out this afternoon.
Dom Smith stands in.
And Dom Smith, deep left center. That's going to one-hop the 377 mark. Jake Alou is home. And Dominic Smith, a couple of extra base hits today.
I love the fact that Davey gave him a chance to keep on building off that homer. Great swing by Dom Smith.
Up the middle, that's through. Dominic Smith coming around. It's 11-5. 5th big league hit for Jacob Young, and his first major league run batted in.
Lined out to right, and Sanchez makes the catch over his shoulder. It's a Marlins win. That's tried to make it interesting in the 9th inning, didn't they? 11-5 the final score. They strand 2.
Boy, even this last out by Cog, good play by Sanchez going out there.
And the Marlins, who have won the first 3 in this series and improved now to 10-2 against the Nationals with 1 more to go in the season series.